Like thousands of other people every year, I love nothing more than taking in the amazing views and fresh air available here on top of the Malvern Hills. Their name is derived from the ancient British Moel Bryn, which means bald hill. But just how old are the hills? The spine of the Malverns lies along the Malvern lineament, which is one of Britain's major fault lines, and they are thought to be made of some of the oldest rocks in England, dating from around 680 million years ago. These rocks predate life as we know it and were formed deep under the Earth's crust. However, fossil hunters don't despair. They can be found in the lower slopes of the Malvern Hills in the limestone layers. We had the rocks to thank for the purity of the famous Malvern water around which the town grew up. Rainwater filters through the hard rocks to emerge as pure spring water at the base of the hills. Compared to the rocks, people arrived much more recently, a mere 3,000 years ago. By 800 BC, flints, kernstones and tools were all in use on the hills. Currency bars, created by Celtic blacksmiths to show their skills and wealth, indicate the presence of Iron Age tribes. Around the same time, two major hill forts were built. The remains of the earthworks can still be seen today, and archaeologists now believe that they may have been used as temporary summer camps for markets or ritual ceremonies. Local folklore has it that the British chieftain Caractacus made his last stand against the Romans at British Camp, a site of extensive Iron Age earthworks on a summit on the Malvern Hills. Even now, the hills still need protection, not against the Romans, but in order to preserve the area so it can be enjoyed by everyone for another 3,000 years at least. And so the Malverns, under the guardianship of the Malvern Hills Trust, have been designated as a site of special scientific interest and an area of outstanding natural beauty. Back in Victorian times, not everyone had the energy to walk up the hills. And so some enterprising young locals set up donkey stands where the animals could be hired to take people to the springs and back. The donkeys even had their own drinking spout at St Anne's Well, which is still here today. But I've had to get up here under my own steam, so I could really do with a cuppa. But fortunately, there are plenty of cafes on the route to the hills, like this one. Cheers!